there, everyone. This is it, the big busy week leading into the holidays. But you've made time for daytime today, and we are so glad that you did. I'm your host, Nina Spencer, and boy, do we have an informative and inspirational show for you. We'll rev up with January's Motorcycle Super Show and also learn about Canada's 911 motorcycle ride event. Next, we'll hear from 3 2B, an organization that supports children with neurological disorders. As well, Janice Smith, publisher of Snap Scarborough, is with us again to report on what's happening in the east end of our great city. But first up, it's winter out there, and cyclists and pedestrians are still trying to get around as best as they can. In studio now to share tips for safe winter cycling is Michael Cranwell, General Manager of Gears Bike Shop Toronto. Michael, welcome.
Thank you very much.
So nice to have you here today. Are you just as busy in the winter as you are in the summer?
We're not as busy, but certainly with locations of our shop being downtown, the downtown core, more and more commuters are finding the desire and the need to want to continue commuting all year round. So, you know, we're still doing a lot. Certainly not as busy on the retail side of things, but winter service is big. People looking for, you know, products that they're going to need to help make sure that their winter commute is more comfortable and ultimately safer.
Mm-hmm. What are some of the tips that you would recommend for people when they come in and they're worried about they want to ride,
yeah,
but they're worried about the dangers of winter cycling?
I think the biggest challenge, well, really would be sort of twofold. One is dressing for the weather, but I think with the lack of daylight that we really have this time of year, visibility is absolutely the most important aspect to look at. Everything from making sure that you're properly dressed in good clothing. There's a lot of great products out there. There's reflective sprays that can be used nowadays that even if you don't have reflective clothing, you can spray it on parts of your body, you can spray it on your bicycle. It's a really kind of a unique product that you don't see it during the daylight, but as soon as it's hit by a light of a car, it sort of glows quite readily.
Amazing. Yeah. I just found out about it. It's like glow-in-the-dark stars that kids have in their bedroom.
It's kind of the same idea.
Spray it all
absolutely.
over yourself.
Yeah,
I thought it was an amazing product.
Yeah.
And you have it at all of your shops, I suppose.
We do, yes. Yeah.
What else about clothing in terms of color, warmth?
Yeah, I mean, they're just like anything what you're doing sort of in outside this time of year, we recommend dressing in layers. You do generate your own heat when you're on a bicycle, but we find the biggest challenge is extremities. So good thermal booties over your feet is really helpful. You know, proper gloves. A lot of people like to have the big lobster claw gloves, which is nice. Still allows you to kind of use your bicycle, shift gears, use your brakes, but that added thermal protection is really important. Again, we try to make sure that as much as possible you do wear bright clothing. So a lot of the clothing products these days is also photoreflective. Cyclists like to dress in black for some strange reason. We all do. The really cool thing now is it may perceive and look like it's a black garment or a black jacket. But again, when it's hit with their headlights, it's highly photoreflective. Same types of products can be applied to the bicycle. You can put, you know, photoreflective stickers on the bicycle. Yeah. But I still think above and beyond all that, a really, really good set of lights is absolutely paramount.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, I've come across the website Parachute Canada. Wonderful safety tips, not just for cycling, but for other things as well. But lots of good information about winter cycling and safety. As well, the City of Toronto's website has some interesting advice. And so I'm kind of curious about your thoughts about some of their things. They were talking about tire pressure, winter tires. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, winter tires are definitely a great thing to have. We, you know, if we can kind of plug it, we do have a good selection of winter tires at the store. Just like your car, winter tires use special rubber compounds. They're designed to maintain sort of their flexibility and adhesion under much colder conditions. A lot of tires will have specific tread patterns that help give you better grip under slippery conditions. Some commuters do like to get spike tires. You can get tires with sort of carbide bits within them. They can be a bit of a challenge downtown. They're great when the snow is happening, when the roads are snow covered. But fortunately for us, Toronto is really good at cleaning the streets most of the time. And most of the main streets, the main thoroughfares get cleared off relatively quickly. I think the challenge is on the bike lanes.
Yes.
They don't necessarily get cleaned off. So again, having a good grippy tire is really helpful. You mentioned dropping air pressure out. You want to drop a little bit out. The challenge with that is you don't want to go too low on the air pressure, because then you're in danger of having what's known as a pinch flat. It's very easy to get a flat tire, and the last thing you want on a cold, snowy day is a flat tire.
And planning your route. I think in the wintertime it's probably a fairly clever thing to do, to check out which route is probably driest. And
never a bad idea. I mean, absolutely, a little forethought on that is a good thing. Again, if you're used to taking some of the bike paths and the bike lanes, know which ones do get plowed. I do know some of them do, but not all of them do, depending on the locale and location. So it's a good idea to get an understanding of what's going to be clear for you.
And be sure to have some fenders, right? In 30 seconds or less, tell us about fenders.
Nobody likes to get a wet bum. Is really the best thing. And again, safety. You don't get anything splashed up. You're going to be cleaner. You're going to be drier. You're going to enjoy the ride much more with a good set of fenders. It's one of those things that I think if you're commuting, should have fenders.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Michael.
My pleasure.
We could go on and on with tips, but hopefully to your website, to Parachute's website, and everyone will be safe.
Great. Well, thank you very much.
This winter. Thank you for being
Thank
here. To learn more about how to stay safe while winter cycling, go to www.parachutecanada.org and also see Gears Bike Shop Toronto. Oops, gearsbikeshop.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back to talk about the Motorcycle Super Show and Canada's 911 Ride event.